Hi, welcome back to my channel. Are Eliza and Graham strangers? No. In this book by Emily Wibberly and Austin Seigemund-Broka, we have a couple, and again, their names are Eliza and Graham, and they are going away to celebrate their 5th anniversary. The thing is, as this 5th year anniversary should be something exciting, should be something they're looking forward to. This is a couple who have become polite strangers in their own home, even when their marriage is really relatively new, only 5 years in. So they go to this resort. It's a beautiful resort, and they make the decision to act as if they are indeed total strangers. In fact, what they decide to do is to let me back up a bit. They scheduled and are booked into the honeymoon suite, but they decide right on the spot, or she decides, the wife, Eliza, to take another room and to let Graham have the suite. Why are they doing that? Because really they don't have any substance to their marriage any longer. But they're not giving up. In fact, as the destination that they're at has a dating program kind of scene going on. So there's a lot of activities. It's like a lot of couples have come together, and there's a lot of scheduled activities. It could be yoga, it could be swimming, it could be tennis, whatever have you. There's different activities that are scheduled. So what these two do is they get together for dinners, breakfasts, and activities as strangers. And what I like about this book is Graham meets somebody who is kind of a kindred spirit. He's a single guy looking for the right one. And Eliza and Graham are talking at one point, and the guy who ends up becoming Graham's newest friend sees a spark between them. And they're like, independently and collectively, almost without words, decide to act as if they don't even know each other. And that's pretty much the whole gist of this is, do I know you? How about taking a situation that many married people can imagine or have experienced, to put themselves in a situation where they get the opportunity to get to know their marriage mate all over again. Is it going to be enjoyable, or is it going to be like pulling teeth? Is it going to be like almost like you're dead tired and you're holding your eyelids open with clothespins because it's such a drag? No, it's an entertaining read where you get a chance to see if these two can regroup, and reconnect to that intimate relationship that sustained them during the early part of their marriage. Now, remember that old phrase, what is it? Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. I think that's it. I did not look it up. It just popped into my head. Well, that's kind of the situation with Eliza and Graham. They are just completely on the opposite ends of the spectrum. Now, the thing is, they're still rather young. They're still in their 20s, nearly 30. And what you have for their careers is Graham has become a lawyer and Eliza has become an audiobook narrator. Now, the point when they realized that this anniversary getaway may not work is the drive is dead silent, right? And Eliza says, well, you know what? I need to get into the mind of these characters for this next book, so I am going to practice some speaking parts to get myself into the feel. And she decides to use a certain type of scene to see if she can get Graham's attention. Well, that irritates Graham. And that's why by the time they get to the resort, they decide pretty much to go their separate ways. Now, I like two things in this book that, besides seeing them reconnect, which of course I enjoyed. But I liked Graham's relationship with his friend, and I liked when his parents come into the scene. I believe it's his parents, could be her parents. I really don't even remember because they're not a big part of the story, but they're enough of the story where you kind of feel everything starts to fall into place. And that's pretty much Do I Know You? Now, I want to tell you something that I noticed about this book. You notice when I started off, I said it was by Emily Wibberly and Austin Seigemund-Broka. Well, when you look them up, like whether it's on Goodreads or Twitter or whatever, they have co-written another book. I believe this is their sophomore book. Oh, no, they've written... This is their third, at least their third book together. They've written The Roughest Draft, Always Never Yours, and If I'm Being Honest. And then I see that Emily Wibberly has written other books in other series. And I wanted to mention that because what I liked about this book is I kind of felt, I don't know if this was their intent, I haven't read any interviews or anything, but I kind of felt that Emily wrote Eliza's opinion and Emily wrote Eliza's POV and Austin wrote Graham's POV. And it worked. I could be wrong. Like I said, I haven't read anything beyond even just looking at the Goodreads author page just now. But I liked having a male perspective on relationships in this book. Yeah, it's fictionalized. But, sorry, my cat has been going back and forth during the duration of this whole video. Yes, it's fictionalized, but there's a lot of realism in there, and I hope that you can reach in there and maybe find something in your relationship that you could do to light a spark to, or to initiate a spark just by reading this book. So that is Do I Know You? I want to thank you for watching, and believe me, I will be back with more. Bye-bye.